WNBA playoffs started. Just a quick update
Oh,
on it. Liberty, they ran through they already beat down on the Dream already. They already up in the
yeah, that
series.
shit was quick.
Yeah. Caitlin Clark and them about to get packed up out of there by the Suns already.
Bro, that was
Which
a good game though.
which we expect. The Lynx already unpacked started beating down on the Mercury already. And then the Suns. I mean sorry, not Suns, the Aces, they're gonna be moving on to the next round too. So what y'all like about that WNBA is that they best out of three for the first round and then the rest of the rounds best out of five. But
That's out of
at
five, yeah.
least that first round you kinda
Which I
like,
mean, they used to
okay,
do in the
we already
NBA.
moving past it.
They used to do
So
that in the NBA. It's just it costs to host all those games and comparing. But this is something to what you're saying. A stat. They said the first playoff game for Caitlin Clark. Let's just say that shit cost $200. They said that $200 was more than the total you would have paid for going if you went to all of the WNBA final games last year. The
yeah.
concept of that is crazy. And I mean, I was looking at Caitlin Clark's like the stands at the game, and I was like, bro, they in the stadium. Like that shit's
They're
packed
packed.
out, bro.
They're
Mhm.
Like
packed out.
it was it
To the
was
point where they'll move.
crazy to
I
look
think
at.
they'll
I really
move the
want to
gym multiple times already this whole season.
yes, I want to go to one of her games. Like, but what I thought you were gonna mention, just the early. I want to say, I think me and Matthew might have mentioned it to each other, but I want to say they're doing the Final Four in Atlanta, aren't they? Or some
I
shit
think
like
so.
that. Like,
Something. Yeah. Let me.
The final
The
four of
women. You
what?
talking about the women's final four?
no, basketball. I don't remember if it was women's or men's, but I mean, you
Are
don't
you
have to
talking about
pull it up
college?
right now. We just, college, yeah, college.
Oh, okay.
But
Oh, I say.
Final
And
Four
before
is
we
gonna
leave
be in
out
Atlanta
WNBA,
next year.
congratulations in order for Aja Wilson for unanimous MVP. Her third MVP.
Mm-hmm.
I think her third
Bro, a
Congratulations.
MVP,
1,000 points.
and she's a leader. She broke a record for the most rebounds in the season, most points in the season.
Second. Or did she break the record?
She broke the
The
record
most
for
points.
rebounds.
Yep. She broke them. I definitely saw
Second
that.
place now is Angel Reese. First is Aja Wilson.
Yeah. Second place is because Angel Reese got hurt.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
nah, I
And
think
she
that shit
did
is
she really?
crazy. A
Did
thousand
she
points.
really?
She got like 1,000 points in like 32 or 40 games.
Mm.
That's like high school shit.
yeah.
Like like real deal. That's high school. In high school, bro, we played 16 games a season, and then I don't know if they necessarily count your stats for your playoffs and shit. They probably do. And those is you got what the 316. You go. Did we have 32? I don't even think we had 32 in high school. I think it went straight to 16,
Yeah.
8, 4, and then you had the championship. So that's a 4 extra games you could play. So that's 20. You got the Christmas Classic probably. There's like 3 or 4 more. They probably can
And you
play on
also
average like
had
25
regional
games.
tournament. You also had your regional tournament.
You're
That
right.
was
So
usually
maybe
like 2 or
28
3 games.
games.
Yeah.
So it's about 28 games in the season, bro. And a high schooler might score 1,000 points like their third year, and you like, damn, they balling, but they really might do it about their fourth year. And that's like, what is that? Let's just go up to 30 times 4. That's 120 games. In 40 games, half of with the men play 82, and they score like 2,000 to 3,000. Niggas be like, oh my God, like, oh, in 40 games, he put up 1,000 points.
And on top of that, well, not on top of that, but also Caitlin Clark named Rookie of the Year. Of
Uh,
course.
of
Of
course.
course. I don't know why. And to me, uh, I don't really think there was going to be a conversation about it. I think she was kind of set for it, just like Wemby was. Like, a lot of people put up a fight that
I
Angel
don't
Reese was
know.
in that conversation, but come on, bro. The,
I
the,
think the conversation changed after the Olympics.
yeah, okay, we can
After
go with
the
that.
Olympics, that's when the combo, I feel like it changed. And because I think Caitlyn just, not to say Angel Reese didn't get better or she wasn't still on her same trajectory. I think she was on the same. Caitlyn took a step up. She took a
But
huge
it's
leap
just
up,
like when we talked about
and
in
she got their team
previous
into the
episodes,
playoffs.
though. You're looking at and let's be honest, you're trying to compare Caitlin Clark, who's a guard, who plays with the ball in her hand majority of the time,
Yeah.
versus Angel Reese, whose her job is not to be disrespectful. Her job is to make layups and rebound, and she does half of that job. I'm gonna be honest with you, because I'm being real. She literally has the lowest. She has one of the lowest percentages near the basket. That's just what it is. Like I'm not, and I ain't trying to be disrespectful, but that's just what it is. And we're talking about a Caitlin Clark who has a higher percentage from the 3-point line than Angel Reese closer to the basket. You see how like that is crazy.
Yeah, that's a different conversation.
Like where's the conversation even going to be held at? Like we knew what it was going to be because it was like Angel Reese. It was like everybody was like, "The game is coming easy to her." It should come easy to her. It's not that big of a jump from what you're doing from college to pros when you're closer to the basket. Caitlin Clark is basically the point guard who has the ball majority of the time, transitioning from college to pros. Your team has to get used to you. Your team, I mentioned before, when she makes certain passes in college, it was like they was in sync. She's not in sync with them. After the Olympics, they're in sync. They're locked in at that point.
They look better. Not as in sync of what they're gonna be.
They look
better, but that's like but the comparison everybody's trying to make is like Serge Ibaka to Steph Curry. Like bro.
You're not there's no way you can really compare that.
Serge was in the dunk contest like his rookie year.
But I have to say, has anybody seen the comments that Sheryl Swoopes was making?
Yeah, I of course have.
I think the craziest statement she made was she won MVP and Caitlin Clark has basically better numbers than her from her MVP season. And she was like, Caitlin's not dominating. And I'm like, okay. And then they go to ask her, like, do you think you were dominating?
I'm not gonna lie, I seen all the Sheryl Swoopes comments about Caitlin Clark, and I just kind of was like, yeah, I don't think.
This is what I'm gonna say to her.
Okay.
Well, only thing I'll say to it. I got something quick because I just heard Sheryl Swoopes say something. I don't really know much about it. I haven't watched a single WNBA game. I'm sorry. I'm not into basketball till it gets cold outside. I don't like basketball till it's cold outside. So that's why I always still push for the WNBA to be during, but that's not my space. But I will say I don't want to CJ Stroud, Caitlin Clark. I'm gonna let things pan out with her. So
I feel that. What I'm gonna say about it is this. I don't think she necessarily. I'm gonna first preface this. They asked her if she wanted the Aces to win. She said, "I want Ozzy to win MVP, and I want Ozzy to win another championship." But in that same breath, I don't, because if they go and win another one, then they got one more. They did something we didn't do with the 3-peat and blah blah blah. So you got to put that in mind that she's just being competitive, and that's what that is. And I think that, she's not looking at Caitlin and just hating. I think she's just looking at her and just feeling like she could compete with Caitlin when she was balling. Now,
she's looking at Caitlin like, who is this little white girl? She ain't all what she says she is.
I think she still respected, because I think even I think Dawn looked at her that way. When they were playing against Dawn, like, bro, this little white girl, y'all gonna let her punk y'all?
My thing about it was when they went to ask her about, hey, do you think when you won MVP, were you dominating? Was that a dominant season for you? And her statement was, no, I don't think that was a dominant season for me. So you don't think you deserve MVP at that moment?
That don't, just because I get MVP don't mean that was dominant for me.
I don't know.
The question was, did she have a dominant season?
I mean, that's a self-evaluation. She doesn't feel like
Caitlin Clark did not have a
self-evaluation. She said no. Okay, so if I sit here and I have 30 points and I average 30 points, and then somebody asks me, "Hey, do you think Pat is better than you?" I'm gonna say no, right? But and also being fair, if we go, hey, Pat averages 40 points, or just say Pat averaging 35 points, and I'm averaging 30 points. Hey, technically, Pat was better than me because he averaged more than me. Even if we played at the same time and all this stuff, he just had.
That's not apples to apples. Well, okay, because you're saying even if we played at the same time.
That's why I made it apples to apples because that's why I didn't make the jump huge jump.
Because if we played in that
basically
same
if you look at those stats, it's not like Caitlyn is blowing her numbers out the water. They're basically the same numbers.
They're comparable.
They're comparable numbers.
But
the game has changed.
But this is why I would say this. Now. The game has changed. Everybody scores a lot more. So I'm gonna say.
How big is the gap between
30-point game
and everybody else's?
No. When Michael Jordan averaged 30 points, and a nigga averaging 30 points today, that shit don't hit the same. That shit don't hit the same at all.
That's true.
Whatsoever.
Mitch Richmond around the time.
But if we're sitting here, we're going. If we say Michael Jordan averaged 30. But then we go and compare it to a rookie rat now who's averaging 30. We're like, okay.
And that's what I'm about to say.
That's a big that's a difference.
And she's not this is not a dominant year though. This is not her dominant year.
It's not her dominant. It's not her best year. But for her first year to average this, we're like, okay, that's pretty good.
That's
it's her first year. Every team she plays, they giving her their best shot because it's Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
So it's not that.
But Braun didn't dominate the league his first year.
The statement isn't Caitlin Clark is the most dominant in the league. We're just saying is she having a dominant as of great league?
But Braun didn't dominate the league his first year. We knew that they were scheming for LeBron James. He didn't dominate his first year.
LeBron,
you know what I mean? He had good numbers though.
Yeah,
LeBron came out averaging damn near a triple double.
Well, he also was coming
6 and 7 with like 20 points.
Well, Caitlyn also played in college for 4 years, so her playing against top competition was kind of more. LeBron, he hadn't played against.
Had $100 million. He had $100 million.
That's money. That's money. I'm talking competition wise.
No, that's fame.
He was playing Melo in high school. The competition was up there. He was playing Melo in high school.
That's fame. That's not money. That's that shit. They don't just get it to anybody. But he was playing people. Yeah, Braun was already playing top talent.
Not college talent, at least.
He was playing top college talent.
Melo has a point. Yeah, he played college talent before they even went to college, though.
Yeah.
So you can't. That's different, though. That's different, though.
Bro,
I think
every college team has one maybe good player, 1 to 2, maybe. Out of the games that you're going to play in 16 games, you're probably going to face up against a guy who's going in the first round, like 6 games, maybe.
What's 6 games?
LeBron I don't need to. Out of 16 games, I'm saying out of like 16 games in a college season,
they play like
you're probably going to face like
and then the NCAA tournament. They play at least almost 40 games.
And
but
even in 30,
out of those
40,
games,
you're
though,
still not
how many
even
of those games are going to have first-round players on those teams?
That's what I'm saying. You're not gonna see that many guys.
Yeah,
Braun was going against. He was set against. Like niggas knew, and I'm not saying it like I'm not dick riding. Like don't think I'm just dick riding. Like Lou Will.
I'm a LeBron hater. I'm telling you play competition in high school.
Lou Will went straight out of high school. He never went to college, but he was doing niggas so like the shit he was doing in high school. Niggas was like, oh, don't even waste your time, bro. Like we ain't even Melo wasted his time. He just went to college because he wanted to. The nigga could have went to the league. He didn't know about the shit that Braun knew about. So that's why he wasn't just susceptible to all of those things. But
does the WNBA allow you to go straight out of high school at any point?
No, never did.
At any point,
nah, you got to go to college for 3 years.
So, even if they did, no one knew who Caitlin Clark was anyway. So it doesn't matter.
No, but no. But they could have known her if that was an option to go from high school. See what I'm saying? Listen.
We knew who Juju was in high school. We knew who Juju was in high school. No one, if you know basketball, you know.
Yeah.
No one knew who the fuck Caitlin Clark was. We know who Paige. We knew who Paige was. We knew who Sabrina was in high school. They were all fucking with Kobe. You know what I mean? Like we knew some of these people already in high school. We did not know who the hell this white girl from Iowa was that was in her backyard shooting and doing crazy drills with her dad. No one knew him.
And that's real. It's the Steph Curry effect. It's the same thing with Steph.
Yeah.
Nobody knew until he was at Davidson and took them boys to the March Madness.
No. We knew.
Right.
Nobody knew.
Nobody knew.
First of all,
no
you don't
Dell
even know
Curry
where Davis is
having kids
located.
coming up.
I do. I know where it's at. I used to pass by it every day on the way to school. It's
Like,
right off of
nobody knew.
I-77.
I'm sorry. I like Muggsy Bogues and Dell Curry and all them niggas. I'm sorry.
What that got to do with it, man?
All
See,
right.
You knew his dad.
All right. We going off the rails.
I'm sorry.
How many kids
There it
does
is.
Muggsy and Dell Curry have? How many kids? Just give me one. How many kids does Muggsy or Dell Curry have?
Nigga, Dell have two. Nigga, I don't know Muggsy. I don't know. I just like the game.
You're wrong.
I
Steph has a sister that's married to an NBA player.
Well, shit. I don't
like
know.
4
Nigga,
kids.
you ask about the kids. I just I like the players. I'm sorry.
But you were a fan.
How you
Probably
gonna be?
a fan and
See,
you knew
this
Steph
is
before Davis.
this is why we try to cut the show short before you get
bruh.
embarrassed like this. This out here spewing lies, you know. Oh, I'm a Muggsy and a Dell
Capping,
fan.
bruh.
Okay, tell us about.
So we gonna act like we didn't see a Dell Curry,
And you know what?
Steph
You know
Curry
about
commercial
Steph
in
Curry
Burger
for
King as a
everybody.
kid.
That was
We act like we didn't see
after
that.
Nah, I never seen that.
No one else
in my
saw
life.
that.
I ain't
never
gonna
saw
lie.
it.
No one knew that was Steph Curry, bro.
Nobody
We knew
knew.
that was Dell
So,
Curry.
Kenneth,
Or
I didn't even know
where's
who
Steph
Dell
Curry
Curry.
brother
I'm gonna be.
born
I
at,
didn't know
huh?
who Dell
Is he
Curry
born?
ever
Is he a
was
Charlotte? Is he
Okay.
born in
until I
Charlotte?
knew
Where he
Steph.
born at?
It's okay. It's okay. I was the only one. That's all right. My bad.
No, Kenneth, you know
My
Steph
bad.
Curry so well.
I ain't saying I know a nigga
No,
so well.
Kenneth,
I said I knew about the nigga
no,
daddy
Kenneth.
first.
No.
Nigga.
Yeah,
Hey,
Kenneth, I think
Steph
you knew the
Curry, oh,
commercial. I think
Yeah,
you knew the
it's up.
commercial, but then when you
I
knew who
just want
Steph
you to
was,
know,
you
Kenneth,
pieced it together.
You
We were
just
just
set
talking about
yourself up
narratives
for a
earlier,
joke,
telling
man.
the
You didn't know
story.
that was
Set
his son,
yourself
let
up
alone
for a
care.
joke, and I
earlier.
let it slide, Kenneth. I'm gonna let it slide.
We were just talking about
Go
legacy earlier.
Bro, I didn't even know what Bronny and the other one looked like until they started playing high school ball. Bro, I ain't know those was his
Come
kids.
on, bro.
Like, get out of here with that.
Real,
Anywho,
now,
let's
we
get up
know,
out of here.
Niggas knew, but come on, bro. We didn't know if they was gonna hoop.
Ain't it?